Yeah. So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lucy Carew. I jointly manage the Neighbourhood Network, which is the community partner of the Menopause'll support network.
Hi, and I'm Katie Winter, and I was involved in much of the delivery of the project.
And I'm Natalie Vanacek. I'm the academic here at the university that was collaborating with the Neighbourhood Network.
So we put together a short film. We weren't sure who would be able to attend today, so we put together a film. I do use the word film very loosely. It's a collaboration of everything that we've done on the project through the year of the project, and then about the impact that it's had on the ladies and those using the service. The impact at the end of the film also kind of creates the next step, which we're talking about stories and some of the changes and things, positive impacts that the project has had on the ladies. So if we press play, Natalie's going to do her talk in the middle of the film.
Why Menopause'll support network? Conversations in our own personal lives and through the citywide loneliness network had started to touch on menopause and how those going through the menopause often feel lonely and isolated, highlighting the lack of support locally.
To gather evidence to support our thoughts, a survey was compiled and shared. Over 300 were completed over a single weekend, all crying out for support network.
The NN was matched with Natalie Vanacek, Professor of Clinical Biomechanics from the University of Hull, and together an action plan was designed to tackle the concerns reflected in the survey results. Firstly, a range of activities and events were scheduled, which included educational webinars, menopause cafes, walk and talk sessions, midlife health checks, a menopause library, talking therapy programs, and social events to alleviate loneliness. To share information about the project, the team set up a Facebook page, a private Facebook group, built a website and created a monthly newsletter. These outlets became a great tool to engage with women and continue to grow from strength to strength. And secondly, Professor Vanacek was to develop a group-based community exercise program to improve physical function, improve quality of life, maintain health, especially bone health in women across the ages, with our Healthy Bones program.
So I'm from the School of Sport, Exercise and Rehabilitation Sciences at the Faculty of Health Sciences. And I got to know the ladies from the Neighbourhood Network in 2021 as I had an interest in research around the menopause. I'm a biomechanist, and some of our previous research investigated bone health and movement patterns in postmenopausal women. Some of the outcomes from that research was to make recommendations for improving bone health through specific exercises to avoid the development of osteopenia and more severe osteoporosis. Over 3 million people in the UK are living with osteoporosis, which is when bone mineral density decreases, causing bones to weaken, become more brittle, and susceptible to fracture. Women, especially around the menopause, are particularly susceptible to weakening bones, and this can have long-term negative consequences for their health. When I met with Sarah, Katie, and Lucy, we discussed possible lifestyle interventions. Specifically, we discussed a tailored exercise class for women that could be incorporated into the Menopaus'll project. We wanted to deliver a class uniquely for women that included strength and resistance training, as we know that when muscles pull on bones, that has benefits for keeping our bones strong, as well as keeping our muscles strong. We also wanted to include some moderate to higher impact exercises that could load bones through hopping, jumping, and jogging. We called this program the Healthy Bones program. We asked women to respond to a survey and to describe their lifestyle and some of their health history. We wanted to identify women who weren't very physically active, who weren't engaging with a structured exercise program, and who were potentially at greater risk of worsening bone health due to their family history or because of previous medication use or due to other health conditions. We shortlisted a group of 15 women, and they committed to a 16-week exercise program delivered at the University Sports Centre twice weekly. We even involved some of our sports science students to help teach the exercise classes. We started the program in February 22, when there were still some COVID restrictions in place around social distancing. For that reason, we had to limit our involvement to 15 participants. The Healthy Bones exercise program provided the ideal opportunity to also do some pilot research. So we asked the participants if they would be willing to do some tests for us before and after the exercise program. We were very happy that the women agreed. We measured their body composition, muscle strength, and menopause quality of life factors. We also wanted to know if the women would enjoy the program, stick with it, in other words, their attendance, and anecdotally whether they found it beneficial for their health and well-being to inform our future research. As you can see from the photos, the women found the program enjoyable, and it helped them to feel a sense of belonging and social cohesion, often at a time when women may be feeling isolated by their menopausal symptoms. We also found that their menopause symptoms improved, especially their psychological and physical symptoms. Their body mass decreased, their fat-free mass increased, and their muscle mass increased. We are now using these findings to inform a much larger study, where we will design a supervised and home-based exercise plan for both peri- and post-menopausal women. Working with the ladies from the Neighbourhood Network was a very positive experience. They were really interested in the research, and mainly they witnessed how our previous research informed the design of the exercises and how we can use the findings from this project to inform our future research and funding applications. We had regular meetings every fortnight to catch up on the Healthy Bones programme, but also discussions regarding the workshops and special topics and guest speakers that were being showcased. Mainly, as you'll see during this presentation, the Menopaus'll project and the Healthy Bones exercise programme have left a lasting legacy, not only for the participants and us as academics, but even for some of our instructors.
The team collated feedback throughout the project, and it has taken a year of reflection to consider the impact and next step. Here are some of the ladies telling their stories along with magical moments of the project that will form the start of a new collaboration with the university.
Starting in Healthy Bones was an eye-opener for me in regards to exercise and how I perceived it. Being guided through the menopausal stage, it made me realise it's more about you can be your future self rather than losing weight or just wanting to gain big muscles. The whole study really sort of changed my outlook on a lot of things. I learned a lot about how to look after myself, how to protect my bones in older age. I did have a town on the way, nice and very nice people. And it's really followed on, and I still exercise now, and I really enjoy it. I've been guided to do it the right way, and I just I can continue to something like this for as long as possible. It just makes me feel like a better person, so I can't recommend it, and I'm so glad I got chosen.
Hi, my name is John. I'm 57 years old. I started the menopause journey about 7 years ago. I was in a very dark place. I was so self-esteem, didn't know who I was. And then I found the Menopause'll, and thankfully it's given me confidence in meeting this again, getting out, experience in exercise, feeling better, feeling healthier, and generally feeling good about myself. So to this I'm very grateful, and even after the event finished, I've carried on strength training with Carly, and now in other classes, and don't find it so daunting meeting people anymore. I'm starting to feel myself again. I'm much better.
Thanks to the Menopause'll group, I am now 3.5 stone lighter, stronger, fitter, happier than I can ever remember. So back in January 2022, when I got a call to say there was a space on the Healthy Bones programme, there was a lot of ambivalence, and I came up with a lot of excuses why I couldn't do it. But something inside knew that something had to change. But at that stage, I was heavily overweight, very unhappy, very isolated. My symptoms of menopause were quite deliberating. I actually felt at some points I wasn't going to be able to keep my job because the problems with my memory. I was drinking too much. It was just, it was not a good situation. And then I started the Healthy Burns programme, and it was tough those first few weeks. But what it gave, that sense of connection with other women, a confidence and a belief that I could do something, I could change. And that was in my power to do that. The women in the group shared their information, their experiences and information about HRT, which is something I always ruled out. But I'm glad to say that, with the support of the group, I did, go down that route, and it's been a life changer. But I've also made, a whole host of lifestyle choices, which, just keep going from strength to strength. And I'm still with the Healthy Burns programme in some way. I continue with the group that Carly Kinderkillen set up, and I do some PT training with Carly, as alongside my yoga and wild swimming. Back in January 2022, I wouldn't even driven my car to Hornsey on my own because of the anxiety. And now I'm swimming 2-3 times a week, all year round, and swimming with another wonderful group of women. So thanks to the Menopause'll group that made all that happen.
So I was to take part in the Healthy Bones project as a coach, and I helped to coach the resistance training section for the lovely ladies that were at risk of osteoporosis. So what this has done for me is it helped to expand an area of interest of menopause, and an interest in helping ladies through menopause develop strength and make sure their bone health is taken care of, something that isn't given enough attention to. And what I've seen throughout the time within the Healthy Bones project is an increase in confidence, so much connection between the ladies, and a lot of exercise, which is definitely worth expecting to get, alongside lots of increases in strength, confidence, and a healthier relationship with food as well. And not only that, it's also helped me to develop the side of my business. So many of the ladies now transferred over to develop this further within my own coaching business, and it's now something I'm taking forward to help as many people as possible.